the haqq with Ahlul Sunnah is one. We are united upon our Aqeedah. Yes, the scholars of Sunnah differ, but that does not change the haqq from being one. And when the people, they say that when we say that the Sahaba did not differ in their Aqeedah, when they start mentioning, well, in that case, why did the Sahaba, they differ in terms of whether the pen was first or the throne was first? Because Ahlul Sunnah, they differ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned that 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth, Allah created the pen. And He commanded the pen to write. The pen said, what shall I write? Allah said, write everything that will occur from now till Yawm al-Qiyamah. وَكَانَ أَرْشُهُ عَلَى الْمَاءِ. And Allah's throne was over the water. So now we have a dilemma in this hadith. Was the pen first? Was the throne first? As Ibn Uthaymeen says, or was the water first? كَانَ أَرْشُهُ عَلَى الْمَاءِ. That His throne was over the water. So now this hadith gives us a dilemma. The pen, the throne, and the arsh being over the water, are these three issues we must believe in or not? Are we obligated to believe in them? Yes. So that's a part of our Aqeedah. Now we have a differing from the Salaf till this day. Even Al-Albani and Bin Baz differ. So what's the answer to them? This is the issue of Aqeedah that the Sahaba differed upon. And the generations that came after them. It is claimed that they differed. And they did differ, the Salaf. They differed on this affair. Arsh first or the Qalam first? Because look how the hadith mentions. 50,000 years before the creation of the heavens and the earth, Allah created the pen. So now the pen writes. وَكَانَ أَرْشْ. And His Arsh was over the water. So was the Arsh already there before the pen? And was the water there before the Arsh? And did the pen come after, or was it 50,000 years before all of that, the pen was there? Ahlul Sunnah, they differ. They say, Ikhwan, this is Ikhwan al-Muflisin. Why? Because they want to prove that differing is allowed. Because if differing is allowed, you can do whatever you want. You know, these Qadis of the world and Haytham Haddads of the world can do whatever they want. Why? Because differing is good. Look, the Sahaba, they differed in Aqeedah. So now, some of the Salafis who aren't aware of this issue, it's a conundrum for them. It's a conundrum. How do you deal with this now? This is how we deal with it. We say our Aqeedah actually is the following. We believe in the pen. That's our Aqeedah. To deny the pen is an opposition of the Aqeedah. Number two, we believe in the Arsh. The Prophet ﷺ said that when one of you makes dua, then let him make dua for Firdaus. For it is the center of paradise and the highest level of paradise. And the Arsh of Allah is above that. Alright, so the Arsh, we believe in it. So we have belief in that. And we believe that the Arsh of Allah was over the water. So we believe in the water being present. These are the 3 points of Aqeedah. Which one comes first is not a point of Aqeedah. Got it? Because if you were to say this one came first, that one came first, that one came first, that's not the point of Aqeedah. Is it? That's not the point of Aqeedah. The point of Aqeedah here is that you believe in all three. As for which came first, then that is a branch that branches off from the Aqeedah. But the Aqeedah is there. So now when the Sufi comes and he says, I don't believe in the Arsh. I mean, the Sufis don't actually say that. They just say we don't know where the Arsh is. But we know where the Arsh is because we follow the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ said what? When you make dua, ask for what? Firdaus. Where's Firdaus? It is the middle of Jannah and the highest of Jannah. And above it is what? The Arsh. And what did Allah say in the Quran? Ar-Rahmanu ala al-Arshi stawa. That the most merciful ascended over the Arsh. So we know that there is Jannah and Firdaus is the highest level. Above it is the Arsh and the highest. Al-Ali is who? Allah. Allah is Al-Ali, the Most High. Since He is the Most High, there is no one who is higher than Allah. Allah is the Most High. This is our Aqeedah. So therefore, in this they are wrong. And they will bring other issues like this. For example, they will say, the Sahaba or the Salaf, they differed. Did the Prophet ﷺ see Allah on the night of Isra and Mi'raj, or did he not see Allah? Is the seeing of Allah Aqeedah or not Aqeedah? Ru'ya, this is Ru'ya. Is the seeing of Allah from the Aqeedah or not from the Aqeedah? Aqeedah. Imam al-Ajuri said that whomsoever denies the ru'ya, the seeing of Allah, then he is a kafir. He has disbelieved. So Ahlul Sunnah, we believe by ijma' that Allah will be seen. As for whether the Prophet ﷺ saw Allah on that night or did not see Allah on that night, is not from the asl of the aqeedah of the ru'ya, because the ru'ya we believe in. It's the denial of the ru'ya itself that is in the contradiction to the aqeedah. Whether the Messenger of Allah ﷺ saw Allah with his eyes on the day, on the night of Isra and Mi'raj, is not the point of aqeedah. Because there was some differing amongst the early Salaf. But the ulama, they make jump between them. Because Aisha radiallahu anha said that whomsoever claims that the Messenger of Allah saw Allah, then he has invented a lie. Ibn Abbas said that the Messenger of Allah, did he see Allah or not? He said, yes, he saw Allah. So here we have Aisha saying he didn't see Allah. We have Ibn Abbas saying he did see Allah. But then the ulama, they say, look what Ibn Abbas intended. Because there is a narration that mentions with his heart. So Allah was seen by the Messenger of Allah with his heart. But he did not see him with his eyes. But nevertheless, the point here being that Ahlul Sunnah agree in their aqeedah that they do not differ regarding that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be seen Yawm al-Qiyamah by the believers. This is what we have ijma' upon. So when Ikhwan and these people of bid'ah, they come and they say, we can differ in the aqeedah. We say there is no differing in the aqeedah. Barakallahu feekum. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wa jazakumullahu khairan.